Hello.
Hi.
We are live. It
Woo!
says it.
Live.
We did it. Okay, guys. So we are coming at you live from a hotel room,
From a hotel room.
and it is the perfect place for us to answer your question about how do you make Pilates happen in a small space. Because I know many of you remember the old tutorials that happened in a room with the blue couch. Do you remember that? Or even if you were an OPC member in the very beginning, you saw class happen right in front of this turquoise couch. And what
Yeah.
you didn't see is the bed right over here.
Yeah, that was like just off screen.
Yeah. So we used to live in a 500 square foot place, and I could do Pilates in my house. And especially when COVID happened, there was a time when I was doing Pilates and you were packing up stuff. I was doing, and like with a dog, we had two dogs, and I couldn't believe what we were making happen in that space. And so here we are to tell you how you can make a workout space in a tiny space.
In a tiny space.
A tiny space. So, ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. So,
Here we go.
you can do your Pilates push-ups at a desk. I think you'll like them better. So, any height desk is great. The lower it goes, the harder they get. And you just place your hands on the desk, take your legs out, heels together, and then you do your push-ups. And you see how low you can go. It's quite fun. So, if you just need a break from your Zoom, you can just turn your camera off. Turn the camera off. It looks weird. And then another thing that I love about working out at home is there's all these different levels of chairs. And footwork is just like squats. So footwork on your reformer, right? So right here with this little stool, I can do my Pilates footwork. I can drop to the stool and come back up. So there's no resting. Have you ever noticed how you sit? Like a lot of people, they go and then they just kind of fall. So instead, what I want you to do is lower yourself down, tap, come right back up. Lower yourself down, tap, come right back up. Tap, tap. You want to keep your feet even.
This room is really small. It's hard for me to capture all of you doing that.
Oh, yeah, because it's so small.
I can see it now.
Oh, you can see now. So you tap, no resting. Tap. Okay. I feel like I've done a lot of squats.
Yeah, right.
So, okay, then when I want to go do my mat Pilates, I really am looking for a place that I can lay on the ground and do snow angels. And what I know about this space, because I've already tested, is it is a little too narrow for me to do my mat work. So I have to modify a little bit. So what that means is
How do you test that it's too small? What are you looking for?
I lay on the ground. I'm just going to face this way because
I'm in the corner.
well, then I'm going to face this way. It's the crotch shot I'm trying to avoid, my love.
Okay.
It's the crotch shot I'm trying to avoid. Yeah. So you lay on the ground and you see, can you like get your arms out to a T, like snow angels? And my legs are pretty good, but my arms aren't, which means that when I do things like double leg stretch, I have to just either make my circles smaller or I just don't make circles at all. And I just come straight back down. And that's totally fine. Doesn't matter. But look, I can do everything else in this space. So I can even do side kicks in this space. So that's how I can tell it, like, if I have enough room or not. And if you're like, Lesley, I have even less space than you, well, actually, I know how you feel. This is about how much space I had at the old place next to the bed. So you would just modify. So I could still do 100. I could still do my roll ups. I could still do the roll overs. I just have to, fit. And then again, instead of circling the arms, I would just keep them down. And then with your side leg kicks, I wouldn't kick. I would actually use this wall and I would push into the wall to get my seat on, kick as far forward as I can, and then work that press back. You could work the circles, you could work your up and down. So, here's the deal, guys. No excuses. You can do Pilates anywhere, and Pilates makes you do life better. Oh, I'm so sorry. I almost forgot the best part about doing Pilates at home. You have a wall. And when you have a wall, you can really work your wall Pilates. So you could do the 100. We have this tutorial. So we're gonna, if you watch this on the replay, ding, there's gonna be a little flag right there for the wall Pilates tutorial. But you can do your single leg circles. So if you missed your single leg circles because on the floor you don't have enough space for them, you get to do them on the wall and they're 10 times harder. And then you can do wall squats. Boom. Hold that for a minute. Work those legs. It's going to make your shoulder bridge so good. It's going to make your high scissors and high bicycle amazing. So, anyways, at onlinepilatesclasses.com, you can take your class with you anywhere, right? We have clients who take it at the beach. We have clients who take it in their office while in between patients and, in tiny spaces. And so I think one thing that this whole time we've been in has taught us is that we have to create our workout space wherever we are because we don't always have access to go to a gym or to go to a studio. And so if you want to try out classes in your space, make sure you go to onlinepilatesclasses.com where we have weekly classes that are super, super awesome. I love doing these live videos. Thank you so much for sending your questions in. Keep them coming. Every single week we're going to come live. Next week I'm answering the question about what's up with teaser? Why is it the pose everyone thinks is the pose of Pilates and why it's not? So join me next Tuesday, 2 p.m. PST.